CWC News.
I'm Sydney.
And I'm Jamie.
And this is the second CWC News show of 2011-2012.
We have the inside scoop on all the news here at Clearwater Creek.
Is that a trumpet I hear?
You know what? It is.
Let's go to Ashley to find out who's playing this beautiful music.
Hi, I'm here with Mr. Watkins and I'm going to ask him some questions. Hello, Mr. Watkins. I have a few questions for you.
Okay.
Why did you want to become a band teacher?
I enjoyed music when I was a kid, and I thought that would be a great way to continue my love of music.
And do you play an instrument? And if so, which one?
I play all of the band instruments through elementary school. My major instrument is clarinet and saxophone, are my majors, and I also play flute.
And what do you like to do when you're not teaching?
Read. I do a lot of reading. That's something I enjoy probably the most when I'm not teaching.
What is your favorite thing about teaching?
It's fun. I enjoy it. It's something that I get to do with kids, and it's a fun day.
Well, thank you.
That was wonderful.
I agree. Hey, Sydney, have you noticed all the kids in our school are wearing certain colors?
Yes, I have. I was recently with Katie, the head ambassador, to talk with her about our school's annual color wars.
Let's check it out.
Hi, I'm here with Katie, the head ambassador. How did you make that commercial?
Well, first I wrote the script, and then I went into Mr. Shepard's room, and we recorded it, did any special effects we needed to.
Who is that we?
Me and my friend Grace.
He's very good at technology, isn't he?
Yes.
How long did it take you to make these posters?
It took from 3 days to a week. 3 to 5 days.
That's pretty long.
Mm-hmm.
You guys did really good on them too.
Thanks.
How did you become the head ambassador?
Well, I was just really curious how and when you did the spirit days, how you made them up and all that, and I wrote that in my application, and I guess Miss Hirsch and Mrs. Sapp thought that was really good, and so they made me an ambassador.
Okay, so why did you choose to be an ambassador?
Well, my brother was, and I was an ambassador in the 4th quarter last year in 4th grade, and I really enjoyed it. It was really fun, and so I wanted to do it again.
Katie's really nice. She's one of my best friends.
What about me?
No, I said one of my best friends.
Oh, well, speaking of bullying, let's go to the bullying assembly.
Bax Gilbert recently came to our school to talk to us about bullying and how you can start or stop bullying. Also, what makes a bully. It's a person who continuously makes fun of someone, and the bullying is one-sided. He had us do skits that showed real-life bullying situations. We all got to join in the fun, even the teachers.
This reminds me of the time when my brother made his teddy bears get in the fight.
Speaking of teddy bears, let's go live to Ashley at National Teddy Bear Day.
Hey, Caitlin, who's your friend today?
It's Big Bear.
Oh, that's really cool.
Well, Big Bear knows that you're an expert on Teddy Bear Day, so he wants to learn some.
Oh, okay.
So Big Bear wants to know, what exactly is Teddy Bear Day?
Well, Teddy Bear Day is where you can take your teddy bear on a trip, or you can organize a toy party like a play date. You can even buy a gift for your teddy bear, and you can do whatever you want with your teddy bear.
When did Teddy Bear Day start?
It started in 1902 when President Theodore Roosevelt, he was in an expedition hunt, and they told him to kill a baby bear, and then he refused to kill it, and so it's been a tradition after that day.
Where is Teddy Bear Day celebrated?
It's celebrated in the U.S.
Okay, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Aren't teddy bears great?
Yes, they sure are. And school buses.
They help everyone get to school on time. Listen to Caitlin as she explains how our school had the annual bus evacuation drill.
Recently, Clearwater Creek had a bus evacuation drill. The bus driver, Mr. Sherman, had a lot to say and teach us. The kids got to slide off the back of the bus. We also learned about all of the exits on the bus. Did you know there are 8 exits? You need to learn about the bus, so if you ride the bus daily or your grade goes on a field trip, you can be safe. Buses can be fun and big, but remember to always be safe.
That is interesting.
I agree, but almost as interesting as my 3rd grade interview.
Well, okay, let's go see your 3rd graders.
Here with 2 new 3rd graders to ask them a few questions, and their names are
Ashton.
AJ.
So, what is your favorite part about 3rd grade so far?
Math.
Math.
What do you do when you're not in school?
Sometimes go play with my friends.
Jump on a trampoline.
If you could have anything in the world, what would you have?
A huge trampoline.
Corvette.
Who's your favorite singer?
Kelly Clarkson.
I don't know.
Oh, thank you very much.
Hey, well, that was really cool.
Thanks!
Hey, have you heard about the new teacher, Miss Roskop?
You know what? I have. Let's go live to Caitlin with Miss Roskop.
I'm Caitlin, and I'm here with Miss Roskop, a 3rd grade teacher, to ask a few questions. Hi, Miss Roskop.
Hello, Caitlin.
What's the biggest difference between the United States and Scotland?
I think one of the biggest differences is that the United States is much bigger than Scotland. Scotland's a tiny country, and you can drive from the east coast to the west coast in about 45 minutes. And it takes a lot less time than to drive across the United States.
Yeah. What part of Scotland did you live in?
I actually lived in the southwest part of Scotland. There are 3 different parts, kind of geographically 3 different parts. One's called the Southern Uplands, and one's called the Central Belt, and that's where most people live, just kind of like a belt, kind of like the middle part. And then the part away up north is called the Highlands, because it's kind of more mountains and hills. And so I lived in the southwest part, kind of like close between the Central Belt and the Southern Uplands.
What do you do in your free time?
I get things ready for my classroom. I seem to do a lot of schoolwork in my free time, and I spend time with my family, and I go to church and just have fun with some of my friends.
Okay, well, my last 3 questions are fill in the blank. So,
Okay.
If you had $1 million, what would you do with it?
I would probably help my family, both my family in Scotland and my family here. And then I would probably give a lot of that money away to different charities.
Okay, and your dream vacation is?
Scotland, of course. Because I get to see my family and all the friends that I have over there.
And any word that describes you is?
Conscientious, because I always try my best.
Okay, well, thank you.
Thanks for interviewing me. This was really fun.
Wow, I love Miss Roskop.
Me too.
Well, let's go to Ashley with Mr. Shepard. He is the advisor to iTech 5, our class tech program.
Hi, Mr. Shepard.
Hi, Ashley.
I have a few questions for you.
Okay.
Why did you decide to be a teacher?
I was in college, and I like to work with kids, and I thought it would be nice to have a different day every day. Every day in school is always different. There are a lot of jobs where you do the same thing every single day of the year, and you get bored, and teaching's never boring.
Okay. So, since you have all the tech team stuff, why did you decide to do that?
Oh, well, I student taught 21 years ago, and I student taught 3rd grade, and I thought it would be cool to see if 3rd graders could make a school newspaper. So I got them on an old computer in the classroom, and they actually started making this newspaper. So after doing that, I thought if 8 and 9-year-old kids could do something like that, then it would be amazing to see what 10 and 11-year-old kids could do. So I've done tech things every year since then.
That's great. What is your favorite word?
My favorite word, probably respect. I think if you respect people, people tend to work better together, and you can really accomplish a lot if you respect each other.
That's cool. What would you have had been if you weren't a teacher?
I wanted to be a writer. I actually went to college for the first few years, and I was going to be a writer. I wanted to be a children's author, and after doing that for a while, I realized I think it would have been a little more boring than being a teacher, just sitting there writing by myself all the time. I like to be with people and keep things interesting. So.
Well, thank you. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks.
Mr. Shepard is really nice.
I agree. He's one of my favorite teachers this year.
I was recently with Mr. Smith, CWC's principal.
Let's check it out.
Hi, I'm here with Mr. Smith, the principal here at CWC. What made you choose to be a principal?
Well, one of the reasons I liked to become a principal was I had a chance to teach grades 1 through 5 at one time or another. So I thought I had a lot of qualifications to know what goes on in an elementary school. And I thought it'd be a great way that maybe I could impact more students by just a classroom full of kids.
If you weren't principal, what other job would you want?
Well, I don't know if I had another job. Obviously, I'd probably want to be a teacher first. But if I wasn't in education, I'd probably like to do something outside, maybe be a farmer or work somewhere outside, just doing things with my hands.
What do you do in your free time?
Well, probably the most things I do in my free time is I spend some time with my family, since I spend a lot of time up here at Clearwater Creek. But I like to exercise a little bit. I like to walk and run, and even I still like to play some sports every once in a while. I play a few baseball games and softball games and things like that. So I like to try to keep active if I can.
Have you ever been to a different continent?
A different continent. I'd probably say the only other continent that I've been to would probably be South America.
Where in South America?
Well, there's probably some Caribbean islands that are off kind of around South America that I've had a chance to visit before.
Are you excited that all the teachers have came back this year?
Well, I'm excited that, now I'm excited for, am I excited? But I guess I'm excited that the kids get a chance to have the teachers. I know many of them look forward all summer to who their teachers are going to be, or hopefully someday they'll have a particular teacher. So it's always exciting to have the teachers come back, because I know that the kids get real excited about having some of their teachers for the school year.
Are you also excited that also new teachers showed
Yeah,
up?
there are some new teachers that showed up, and one of the things about that is some of the new teachers aren't really new to teaching. They've been teaching for quite a while, so they're able to share some of their expertise and some of their experience with some of the kids. Although we do have some newer teachers to the profession, but I think they're doing a great job and they enjoy working with kids on every day.
Okay, on the next two questions, fill in the blanks.
Okay.
If I had $1 billion, I'd buy.
If I had $1 billion, I'd probably be able to buy anything I wanted. But probably one of the things that I would probably do is I'd probably look for a lot of places that maybe I could give some money to. So a lot of charitable organizations, like some churches that I've attended in the past, or maybe like the Olathe Public Schools Foundation, or ways that we could just help kids. So I'd probably share a lot of the money. I'd probably also use some of that money to help some of my family and friends and do some things. So, well, I guess that blank's kind of long, but I guess if I had $1 billion, I'd probably do a lot of sharing with it.
If I quit my job,
If I quit my job, well, I don't know if I would really quit my job. Maybe someday I may retire from my job, but if I quit my job, I'd probably have a lot more time to do some things that I don't get a chance to do right now. So, for example, I'd probably play a lot more golf, or maybe I'd get a chance to maybe sleep a little bit more than what I do now. But I'd also probably say, if I filled in that blank, I'd probably be sad, because I look forward to coming to working with the kids each and every day.
Thank you. Now back to you guys in the studio. Mr. Smith is really nice. Good principal.
I agree.
Well, that's all the time we have. I'm Sydney.
And I'm Jamie.
And remember, check back soon for our latest broadcast. We have the inside scoop here at all the... Why are you staring at me? Because
you told me to. We have the... Sorry.
That was wonderful.
I'm so mad. Like, that was wonderful.
That was wonderful.
That was wonderful. You gonna go? Also, stop looking at me like that.
To talk about... Stop. Explains the how. Well, that was sorry.
That was your mouth.
Mr. Smith is really nice. Mr. Smith is really
It's National
Guys, we have